We crowned not one, but two women's champions last night. The Bloodline, are they stronger than they ever have been now that SummerSlam is over? Is Brock Lesnar officially done with the WWE? And the Elite have their new contracts, and we're talking NBA money. All that and more this week on the PowerBomb Nation Insider. Alrighty, thanks for joining us this Sunday morning for all the news that is news in the world of professional wrestling. I'm Dwight Couch, and this is the PowerBomb Nation Insider. Last night, the biggest party of the summer took place. That's right, WWE SummerSlam. And let's run down the results real quick because we crowned not one, but two women's champions as Bianca Belair wins the triple threat match, only for Io Sky to come to the ring with Bayley in tow and cash in and becoming the new women's wrestling champion of the WWE. And congratulations to Bianca Belair for getting another title reign. And of course, congratulations to Io Sky for obtaining her first world title win. Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes in an absolutely phenomenal match. This was a great match. It was hard-hitting from beginning to end, and Cody Rhodes wins the rubber match to defeat the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. But what happened after the match might be just as much interesting or even more interesting than the match at SummerSlam itself. We know that Brock is kind of the king of the summer and king of SummerSlam, but last night after his defeat at the hands of Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar gets up and in a show of admiration, him and Cody shake hands and have a nice, warm celebration in the center of the ring as their match concluded. Diggs BWT, what is up, my friend? Glad you have joined us this morning on the PowerBomb Nation Insider as we talk SummerSlam results. In other news, LA Knight wins the Battle Royal, the Slim Jim Battle Royal, and then they debut the commercial that obtains LA Knight and Bianca Belair as the new spokespeople for Slim Jim, which, yeah, I think that's awesome. And LA Knight, of course, this might be the start of that push that we've all been waiting for as he wins the Battle Royal last night. So let's see if the WWE can get this one right and give us some LA Knight, baby. Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey went out in a UFC or a MMA fighting match. Not the greatest match on the card, not the worst match on the card, but we did see Shayna Baszler get the win over Ronda Rousey. Of course, everyone believes that Ronda Rousey is set to take some time off, if not be done with the WWE in general. Speaking of in general, the Ring General Gunther and Drew McIntyre had an absolute slobber knocker last night, which we seen Gunther extend his Intercontinental title reign, and we can't wait to see how far this man's going to take it. Gunther was going to go down as the greatest Intercontinental champion of all times. I feel it. I feel this reign's going to end very, very spectacularly. So congratulations for Gunther for another successful title defense. Seth Rollins retains his title. This was a fantastic match with Finn Balor. A lot of back and forth. There's a lot of story and a lot of history here. But the best part came once the Judgment Day got involved. What we see time and time again on WWE TV is Finn Balor is much better with the Judgment Day in his corner because the Judgment Day is over. Finn Balor needs the Judgment Day. I don't think Judgment Day needs Finn Balor. And that's what we're starting to see teased over the last couple weeks. And it really came to a bit of a boiling point with some confusion between Finn Balor and Damian Priest as it goes to cashing in or using the briefcase last night in what appeared to be not a cash in, but just trying to give Finn Balor the advantage. And Finn didn't quite understand what was going on there to create the confusion. But in the end, Seth Rollins is victorious after curb stomping Finn Balor on the Money in the Bank briefcase. Make sure you smash that like button. Lay the smack it down on that like button. And also, don't forget that PowerBomb Nation Insider is brought to you by PowerBomb Roasting Company. PowerBombRoastingCompany.com, where you get the internet's freshest coffee that will slam your taste buds and give you the count out for your tired morning. Wonderful show last night, all culminating to the main event of the evening, which was the tribal combat between the Tribal Chief and WWE Universal Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns versus main event Jey Uso. In what to appear to be possibly the best match on the card last night, great back and forth, only to end when a masked man comes in and distracts and pulls Jey Uso from getting the win, and to unveil himself as none other than Jimmy Uso. That's right, after all the Bloodline saga, after all the drama that we've gotten in the Bloodline story, this is how Jey Uso's run is going to end, by the hands of Jimmy Uso, which obviously is going to set up a match for Payback and give us a nice little feud and allow Roman to take his titles, go home for a little bit, and then come back with his wise man and defend this against somebody else, thus ending this section of the Bloodline story. What did you think about SummerSlam last night? What was your favorite match? Leave that all below in the comments, and let me know, where do you think the stories progress from here? We'll have to wait and see and find out. AEW has very little news this week, but what we do know is that the Elite have signed new contracts, 2 new multi-year contracts with Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling, which most fans are extremely excited to see. And I'm super excited to see them stay in AEW. Now, if we can just get to some real business and get the Elite versus Punk and FTR on the docket somewhere, let's go ahead and get this feud going, and let's see what kind of real ratings AEW can do now that they're giving the Elite a extended contract and NBA level money, according to the Young Bucks. CM Punk, not to be outdone, has flaunted the real AEW Championship, as it was termed last night on Collision. The real AEW Championship was defended against Ricky Starks in what was a fantastic match between a veteran and a young up-and-coming star. Ricky Starks really has gotten a really good rub from CM Punk over the last few weeks, and glad to see. But AEW Collision might just be the best professional wrestling show on television right now, so make sure you tune in on Saturday nights and check out CM Punk's show, AEW Collision. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is about all the news that is news in the world of professional wrestling. Thank you so much for tuning in to the PowerBomb Nation Insider. Until next Sunday morning, we'll bring you all the news that you need to know in the world of professional wrestling. I'm Dwight Couch. Have a wonderful weekend.